Have you ever considered how much of our lives are influenced by social media? This question might seem rhetorical, but it's worth a thought. Social media, a term that encompasses various digital platforms where we share, like, comment, and essentially live a substantial part of our existence. Then there's anxiety, a psychological state characterized by excessive unease and apprehension. These are two seemingly disparate concepts, yet they're intricately woven into the fabric of our modern society. For many of us, social media has become as routine as a morning cup of coffee. We wake up, we scroll, we work, we scroll, we retire for the night, we scroll. It's a cycle that's as constant as the ticking of a clock. But have we ever stopped to consider the impact of this cycle on our mental state? The potential effects are worth exploring, especially in a world where digital interactions are quickly replacing traditional face-to-face connections. So is there a link between social media and anxiety? Let's delve deeper. It's no secret that social media can sometimes make us feel inadequate. We've all been there, scrolling through our feed, seeing picture-perfect snapshots of others' lives and feeling that pang of self-doubt. Social media fosters a unique environment that breeds comparison and self-esteem issues. It's like a virtual stage where everyone is performing their best selves. Each post, each photo, each comment is a carefully curated piece of someone's life. And this constant stream of curated content can lead us to compare our reality with others' highlights. This brings us to the concept of the highlight reel, a term coined to describe the phenomena where individuals only share the best and most exciting parts of their lives on social media, omitting the mundane or negative experiences. It's like watching a movie trailer. You're seeing the best parts, but not the whole story. But here's the catch. Our brains aren't wired to differentiate between this highlight reel and reality. We start to perceive these snippets as the full picture of others' lives. And when we juxtapose our own lives with all its ups and downs against these highlight reels, we often find ourselves falling short. This discrepancy can lead to feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, and anxiety. We're not just comparing our lives to one person, but to hundreds, even thousands of people at a time. That's a lot of pressure, right? It's like being in a never-ending race where the finish line keeps moving further away. The more we compare, the more dissatisfied we become and the more anxious we feel. And when we're anxious, we're less focused, less productive, and more likely to make mistakes. We start to question our abilities, our achievements, and our worth. We become trapped in a vicious cycle of comparison, dissatisfaction, and anxiety. Now imagine the impact of this constant comparison on busy professionals. As if their plates weren't full already, social media adds another layer of pressure and stress, making it harder for them to maintain a healthy work-life balance. But don't worry, there are ways to break this cycle, which we'll discuss in the next scene. For busy professionals, the effects of social media can be even more pronounced. With the rise of digital technology, we've seen our lives become increasingly intertwined with the online world. This is particularly true for professionals who often find themselves in the constant hum of digital connectivity, emails, video conferences, instant messaging. These tools have blurred the line between work and personal time, creating a perpetual cycle of online engagement. Now add social media to the mix. It's not just a platform for sharing cat videos or birthday wishes anymore. It's become a professional necessity. LinkedIn profiles, Twitter feeds, Instagram stories, these are now integral parts of a professional persona, a digital resume, if you will. But this constant online presence comes with a cost. It's like being on a stage 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's a pressure to perform, to curate a perfect image, to keep up with the Joneses of the digital world. Every post, every tweet, every like or share is a reflection of who you are professionally and personally. It's a relentless process and it's exhausting. Moreover, social media is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it provides a platform to showcase achievements, network with peers, and stay abreast of industry trends. On the other, it fosters comparison, breeds insecurity, and amplifies the fear of missing out. So, what happens when the pressure to maintain this online persona collides with the demands of a busy professional life? The result is a potent cocktail of stress, anxiety, and burnout. The line between work and personal life doesn't just blur, it disappears. Imagine this, you've just wrapped up a long day of back-to-back meetings, you finally have a moment to yourself. But instead of winding down, you find yourself scrolling through your social media feed. You see a colleague receiving an industry award, a friend on a glamorous vacation, a family member celebrating a milestone. Suddenly, your achievements of the day feel insignificant. The relaxation you craved is replaced by a sense of inadequacy, the specter of comparison looming large. This is the reality for many professionals today. The need to be constantly connected, to continually curate an impressive online presence, is taking a toll on mental health. It's creating a culture of constant comparison and unending performance. It's fostering a sense of never being enough, of always needing to do more, be more. But here's the thing, we are not our social media profiles. We are not the sum of our likes, shares, or follow accounts. We are complex, multifaceted individuals navigating an increasingly complex world, and it's crucial to remember this, to step back from the digital stage now and then, to reclaim our time, our mental space, our authenticity. But is there a way out? Can we break this cycle? Neuro-linguistic programming, or NLP, might hold the key to breaking the cycle. This approach, rooted in psychological principles, has proven to be effective in managing and overcoming social media-induced anxiety. But what is NLP exactly? In a nutshell, it's a way of understanding and manipulating our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions to achieve desired outcomes. Let's break it down. Neuro refers to our nervous system, through which our experiences are processed via our five senses. Linguistic pertains to the language we use that influences our experiences and those of others. Programming, on the other hand, is about discovering and utilizing the patterns or programs we run in our neurological systems to achieve our goals. So how can NLP help with social media anxiety? Firstly, it enables us to recognize and change our thought patterns. For instance, if you find yourself constantly comparing your life to the highlight reels of others, NLP techniques can help you reframe your thoughts. Instead of seeing others' success as a measure of your failure, you could start to perceive it as motivation to reach your own goals. Secondly, NLP helps us manage our emotional responses. Feelings of anxiety, envy, or inadequacy triggered by social media can be potent. NLP techniques such as anchoring can help you associate these negative emotions with more positive and empowering ones. Imagine being able to turn that sinking feeling of inadequacy into a surge of determination. That's the power of NLP. Thirdly, NLP can help us change our behaviors. If you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media at the expense of your productivity, NLP can help you develop new, healthier habits. Techniques such as the swish pattern can help you replace the unwanted behavior with a more beneficial one. But beyond these, NLP encourages us to question the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we can do. It helps us realize that the narratives we've constructed around our online personas are just that, narratives, and narratives can be rewritten. Imagine being able to distance yourself from the pressure of maintaining an online presence. Picture yourself breaking free from the chains of comparison and the constant need for validation. Envision a world where your worth is not determined by the number of likes, shares, or comments. That's the world NLP can help you create. It's important to remember that while NLP provides a robust toolkit for managing social media anxiety, it's not a magic bullet. It requires practice and patience, and sometimes it may require the guidance of a trained professional. Neuro-linguistic programming can help, but sometimes you might need a little extra support. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. The journey to breaking the cycle of social media anxiety is one you don't have to walk alone. If this sounds like something you're struggling with, remember, you're not alone. There's a whole community out there, ready and willing to help you navigate through this. You don't have to wrestle with the anxiety that social media brings all by yourself. Imagine having a guide, a coach who understands the intricacies of the online world and how it affects us. Someone who can provide you with strategies to disconnect, to set boundaries, and to reclaim your peace. Dr. Ashish Nagar, NLP, is one such guide. With his expertise in neuro-linguistic programming, he can help you swiftly overcome the anxieties brought on by social media. He'll assist you in breaking the cycle of comparison and self-doubt. So why wait? Why let social media dictate your mental health? Reach out to Dr. Ashish Nagar, NLP today. Send a mail to ashishnagarnlp@gmail.com with help in the subject line. Break the cycle, reclaim your peace.